Hello, grade 8. Welcome to day 2 of our discussion on the development of atomic theory. I'm Sir Wawi, your ever curious science buddy. Today, we're going to explore something very important, the laws of matter, okay, that support Dalton's postulates. Okay, sa day 1, in-introduce ko na doon yung apat na postulates, pero hindi pa natin na-depend. So, dito ngayon, i-discuss natin fully kung ano ba yung sinasabi ni John Dalton about atomic theory. And hopefully, makinig tayo. So, meron din tayong full lecture nito. Okay, meron po tayong link sa description or i-visit nyo ang channel ko para hanapin doon yung full lecture ng ating lesson sa week 1. Okay, so don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And of course, hit that notification bell so you'll always be updated with my latest science videos. So, start na tayo mga anak. So, for our activity number 3, Dalton's 4 postulates and the laws of matter. So, for our objectives, students will explain Dalton's 4 postulates about atoms and identify the laws of matter that support each postulate. We have our PowerPoint presentation. Okay, for the instructions, read the explanation of Dalton's 4 postulates carefully. Match its postulate to the correct law of matter that supports it. And to the third one, answer the guide questions based on your understanding of the postulates and laws. Okay, so let's start. So again, this is the postulates or the 4 postulates of John Dalton. Okay, and because of this, he is known as the father of modern atomic theory. Okay, so these postulates innovate the science in a deeper manner, especially the understanding of atoms. But to be specific, itong mga postulates na may pag noon. But the modern atomic theory, kinokorek ito. May mga lapses din naman dito sa John Dalton. Okay, pero at least, na-redirect tayo ni John Dalton in the right way. Okay, but this time, let's discuss the 4 postulates. So let's start with the first one. All matter is made of tiny, indivisible particles called atoms. Okay, so ano bang ibig sabihin ni John Dalton dyan? That all matters, okay, is made up of atoms, tiny, okay, indivisible particles. Okay, so class, sabi ni John Dalton, lahat ng bagay doon sa paligid natin, like for example, the gas, the liquid, the solid, is made of this small particle known as atom. Okay, so para kay Dalton, itong atom na to ay yung pinakamaliit na parte. Okay, and sabi pa niya, hindi na natin yan kayang i-divide. Uncuttable, indivisible. Okay, pero ngayon, alam na natin na may mas maliit pang bahagi, 'di ba, sa loob ng atom, especially the subatomic particles. Itong first postulate na John Dalton, may konting revision. Okay. Sabi kasi ni John Dalton, indivisible. Pero ngayon, may idea na tayo na may sa loob niyan, may subatomic particles, the electron, the proton, and the neutron. So, may mas maliit pa dyan. So, hindi siya indivisible. Pwede pa natin siyang i-divide. Okay, pero yung part na all matter is made of atoms, tama dun si John Dalton. Okay, nakukuha natin mga anak. Okay, so next. For the second postulates, atoms of the same element are identical. Atoms of different elements are different. Kumbaga, imagine nyo na lang mga anak, yung magkambal, identical twins. Magkaparehas sila, di ba? Okay, magkamukha yung physical features. Pero i-compare natin yung kambal na yun, yung isang kambal sa ibang tao, magkaiba. Ganun yung idea ni John Dalton sa kanyang second postulates, that atoms of same element are identical. Like for example, atoms of hydrogen is similar to atoms of another hydrogen. They are identical when it comes to mass, size, and chemical properties. Lahat ng atom ng hydrogen, magkakaparehas, identical. Okay. Second, atoms of different elements are different. Okay, like for example, if we're going to compare the atoms of hydrogen to the atoms of iron, of course, they are different in a way sa mass, size, and chemical properties. Tanggap ito noon mga anak. Pero alam nyo ba that modern atomic theory corrected this because of the discovery of isotopes. Okay, dati kasi wala pang idea si John Dalton about isotopes. Ano ba yung mga isotopes na sinasabi? So, magkakaroon naman tayo ng special discussion about isotopes. Don't worry, pero magbibigay lang ako ng brief definition ng isotopes. Pag sinabi natin ng anak na isotopes, like for example, atom of hydrogen. Okay, yung nasa periodic table natin na hydrogen is a proton only. Wala siyang neutron. And meron siyang electron. Pero may mga hydrogen atom, okay, na may neutron. At yun yung um, type ng hydrogen na tinatawag nating isotopes. Meron tayong mga isotopes ng hydrogen, like for example, the protium, deuterium. Okay, so yun po yung mga isotopes. Pag sinabi nating isotopes is an element, okay, with the same number of protons but different number of neutrons. And sa pag-definition na dun pa lang, okay, may different number of neutrons. So possible, maapektuhan din yung kanilang okay, atomic mass. So magkaiba pagdating sa mass, atomic mass. Okay, so hindi na to tinatanggap. Okay, na-revise. Okay, yung kanyang second postulates. Okay, next, third one. Third postulates of John Dalton. Atoms of different elements are combined together in a simple proportions to create a compound. Ano bang sinasabi dyan ni John Dalton? Okay, sabi dito mga anak na John Dalton, okay, okay, yung atoms daw ng magkaibang element, pwede nating pagsamahin para makabuo tayo ng another substance or compound. Pero dapat, pag pinagsama natin yung dalawang compound daw, dapat in a fixed ratios. Okay, like for example, hydrogen and oxygen, makaka-form tayo ng water, H2O. Okay, ano yung ratio nun? 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. Pwede anak na half. Let's say half hydrogen or half oxygen. Walang ganon. Walang fractions. Laging whole number. 2 is to 1, 1 is to 1. Okay, ganon yung distribution. Naka-whole number. Okay. And, syempre, yung kanyang third postulates ay sinuportahan ng law of definite proportions ni Joseph Proust. Okay, na ang sabi ng law of definite proportions, the compound always contains the same elements in the same ratio by mass. Ano bang ibig sabihin? Okay nito. Bukod dito sa law of definite proportions, sinuportahan din ito ng law of multiple proportion ni John Dalton. When two elements form more than one compound, the masses of one element that combine with the fixed mass of the other are in ratios of small whole number ratios. So, isa-isahin muna natin mga anak. Ayan. Sa third postulate si John Dalton, sinabi na yung magkaibang element pwede nating pagsamahin, okay, para makabuo ng new substance. Pero dapat in a fixed ratio, whole number, bawal fraction. Okay, sinuportahan siya ng law of definite proportion. Ano bang sinasabi ng law of definite proportion? Let's say we have NaCl. Okay, the table salt has a 1:1 ratio of sodium, okay, to chlorine atoms. Okay, one sodium atom combines with one chlorine atom to form sodium chloride. Okay, ibig sabihin mga anak, lahat ng table salt, kahit saan pa mo yan makita yung salt natin sa kung saan man yan. Okay, lahat ng salt is parehas yung ratio. 1:1. 1 and sodium and 1 chlorine. Wala kang makikitang 2 sodium or 2 chlorine. Hindi na yon table salt ang kalalabasan. Laging lahat ng sodium chloride or table salt, ang ratio is 1:1. Nakukuha. Okay, another thing, ratio. Tubig, example, H2O. Lahat ng water, H2O, ang ratio ay 2:1. Water vapor man yan. Okay, tubig sa dagat, tubig na iniinom natin, yung mga ice, 2:1 ratio. Hindi pwede maging 3:1 or 1:1. Hindi na yun water. Ibang substance na yun. Nakukuha. Okay, so yun yung sa law of definite proportions. Ano naman ang sa law of multiple proportions ni John Dalton? Okay, so sa law of multiple proportions, pag dinagdagan, binawasan natin yung ratio, nakaka-form tayo ng another substance. Like for example, this one. One carbon atom combines with one oxygen atom to form carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide yan. Okay, 1:1 ratio. Okay, 1 carbon, 1 oxygen. Pero what if dinagdagan ko ng another atom? Okay, ginawa kong dalawang oxygen. Let's say, okay, 1 carbon atom combines with 2 oxygen atom to form carbon dioxide. Carbon monoxide pa din ba ang kinalabasan? Yun yung sinasabi sa law of multiple proportions. Okay, pag binago mo yung ratio ng isang compound or element or atom, nakaka-form ulit tayo ng another compound or substance. Okay, so that's the law of multiple proportions. Ayan, so napakasimple lang naman. Next, for the last postulate, in a chemical reaction, atoms are rearranged but not changed. And of course, this postulate is supported by the law of conservation of mass by Antoine Lavoisier. Matter cannot be created or destroyed in a chemical reaction. Ibig sabihin, pag may mga chemical reaction, mga anak daw, ang mga atoms hindi nawawala. Hindi, walang nabubuo ang bago. Nare-rearrange lang sila. Okay, for example, magbigay tayo ng mas malinaw na example. Okay, in law of conservation of mass. Let's say we have NaOH and HCl. Nag-react. This is the reactant, ano? Yan. So, nag-react yung dalawa, chemical reaction, NaOH plus HCl, pinaghalo natin. So, magkakaroon tayo ng product. This is the reactant first. Ito na yung magiging product. Okay, tingnan natin yung product. Sa reactant, dito sa ating NaOH and HCl, meron tayong 1 sodium, 1 oxygen, 1 hydrogen, and another hydrogen sa HCl, and chlorine. Dito sa reactant, makakakita tayo ng 2 hydrogen. Sa product, nakakita ba tayo ng 2 hydrogen? Yes. Nakakita ba tayo sa product ng 1 oxygen? Nakakita ba tayo sa product ng 1 sodium and 1 chlorine? Nandun sila lahat. Walang nabago or nawala. Okay, balikan natin. Okay, sa ating fourth postulate. In a chemical reaction, atoms are rearranged but not change. Okay, that's the 4 postulates of John Dalton. Ayan, so guide questions tayo before tayo mag-end. According to Dalton, what are atoms made of? Saan ba gawa ang atoms? Okay, atoms are tiny indivisible particles that cannot be broken down into smaller parts. But this idea is revised in modern atomic theory. Ano? Meron na kasing subatomic particles. Okay, next. Why did Dalton say atoms of the same element are alike? Bakit sinabi niya na alike daw yung same element? Okay, because they have the same mass and properties. But itong second postulate nga again ni John Dalton, revised na din because of the discovery of isotopes. Sa science, mga anak, okay, meron tayong kasabihan na yung facts ngayon pwedeng mabago or maging what do you call this? False na lang kinabukasan. Okay. So, science is changing. Okay. So, yun lang po yung pinaka-highlight ng ating day to. Thank you so much, everyone, and I hope that you learned something.